Okay, we're going to be tying an Elk Hair Caddis today. We'll start with a number 16 dry fly hook and some brown 6/0 or 140 denier thread. Wrap that to the back of the hook and cut off the tag end. Then we're going to start preparing a piece of saddle hackle. This is a size 16 whiting brown dry fly saddle hackle. And I'm not going to prepare the hackle too much since it's a caddis fly and it's kind of a messy fly when it's on the water anyways. We're just going to wrap that up the shank of the hook and kind of just pull back the hackle fibers so that they're sticking up straight. Again, we're not going to really prepare this hackle. We're not going to trim one side of the hackle. It's a messy fly, so we're going to tie it like a messy fly. So the next thing we're going to do is add some hare's ear dubbing. You can tie these in a bunch of different colors. Olive, black, tan, and brown probably being the most common, and even in orange or burnt orange for October caddis and larger sizes for the fall. But we're going to leave that saddle hackle kind of hanging out the back and wrap the dubbing towards the front. Got a little bit too much dubbing here, so I'll strip some of that off. But like I said, when we wind this hackle forward, it's not going to look really pretty like you would with a mayfly or other things like that. And you can take this and make it look very nice, but for tying and fishing purposes, it's pretty unnecessary. So we're going to make 3 or 4 wraps of hackle towards the front, and we're going to go over it twice and tie that off. Wrap in front of the hook and then trim the saddle hackle there. Next thing we're going to do is prepare the deer or elk hair by sticking it in the hackle stacker. And what this does is it makes the ends even. Pound that on the table a couple times, so make the ends even. Got to make sure you pull out all the under hairs when you trim the elk hair underneath the hide, or it won't stack very well. Then when we lay it on the shank of the hook here, we're going to make sure the ends of the deer or elk hair are even with the back of the hook or slightly over the back. On an actual caddis fly, they'll be slightly over the back. And then we're going to wind this down twice. The first time soft to get everything in order, and the second time hard. Pull those hackle fibers up and tie it off in the front. So we pushed back the front of the deer or elk hair, and we're tying it off underneath that deer or elk hair. And what that does is that wraps the thread onto the shank of the hook and makes sure that the deer or elk hair is not going to spin on you when you go to fish it. We're gonna trim the deer or elk hair right in front by leaving a little bit of a head. I missed one there. Trim that little piece off. But it's a pretty simple fly. That's the Elk Hair Caddis.